Yo, okay, Scott here. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to blow up this subwoofer. I asked you guys in the last video that I made, I told you that I wanted to just send back the acoustic audio subwoofer to Amazon, but they told me I couldn't because it was hazardous, so they let me keep it, but I have no use for it, and I was going to give it away, and I kind of thought about that, but the price of shipping it to you guys would cost the same or maybe even more than the subwoofer itself cost, and it's not really that worth of a giveaway. If you guys aren't familiar, I'm doing subscriber showcase hopefully at the end of this month, and I'm planning on doing a giveaway there. So since I'm going to do a giveaway in that video, in that episode, then I'm just going to blow this up and get rid of it all in general, because I don't think that it'll serve too many people much use unless you just don't have a subwoofer at all. But I'm planning on doing a bigger and better giveaway for subscriber showcase. So for this time, I'm going to just roast this sub in my car. So if you don't know what we're doing, this acoustic audio sub is, in my opinion, pretty bad. It didn't perform to the description that the manufacturer said, had some issues, some audible discrepancies. I didn't like it. And I told you guys that I had a 3200 watt amplifier in my car for my car system that I'm gonna plug this 300 watt subwoofer to. So we're gonna head to my little spot where I don't disturb the peace, and we're gonna slowly but surely see how much power we can put to this 300 watt sub before it just blows up. So if that's something you guys think will be cool, stay tuned.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blingin', she icy. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the domain just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, wait till I old producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the town when you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things when your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to.
I'm gonna take a shake with and make fish for you today.
Can I have a plain number 4, please?
Plain, so no onion, pickles,
Correct.
bacon or ketchup?
Just bacon.
Just bacon?
Bacon, cheese, and meat.
Alrighty, what can I get you a drink?
Can I do an M&M shake?
Absolutely.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second, I'll give you your total. Your order will be at the window. I mean, your total will be at the window.
Thank you. Alright, so we have taken off the amplifier. We are at my spot where I like to make a lot of noise and be loud. And we've taken the amplifier off of there. You guys are wondering what goes into some of these cheaper subwoofers, or lack of what goes into these subwoofers. And here we are. There's not much to it. I'll try to show you for what I can, if you guys can see in there. That is the subwoofer itself. Again, this is a 15-inch subwoofer with a very small magnet. I'm going to take that out here so you guys can see it here in a little bit. And here's the amplifier here. The 300 watt RMS is my guess. It claims 600 watts peak, so I'm assuming 300 watts RMS. There's your Toyota transformer here, and then a circuit board. Not a lot goes into these things, and as you can see in here, there's not a lot of internal bracing in here. There's not a lot of polyfill, any kind of acoustical treatment, anything in here. It's really just a box, just a wooden box with some laminate around it. And so we're going to put that amplifier back on to seal it back up, and here's what we're doing to it. We have my CT Sounds 3200 watt amplifier here powering my actual 15-inch Sundown. You may not be able to see in there, but there's a giant magnet in there. We're going to use this amplifier, if I get the focus, to power up the 300 watt RMS subwoofer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these wires off of there, take these wires off, and hook it up to my system here, and we're just gonna lightly play it, see what it does, and then slowly turn the volume up until we just get a kaboom, right? And then we'll be done. And then we'll take the subwoofer out of the box and take a look at it and see what kind of damage we did. So let's get right into it. All right, before we start, real quick, I have a question for you guys. I was thinking about this as I was putting the amplifier back on. What if I take, after we blow the subwoofer, I'll of course trash the cone, crash the woofer all completely, and put a new 15-inch in here. I'll add polyfill to it and leave the amplifier on it, because I'm sure the amplifier is fine, and maybe see if that makes this sound better. I'll find a good, decent, actual 300 watt rated sub, put it inside this enclosure, keep the amplifier, and see if it sounds better. And if it does, maybe then I'll give that away. Let me know what you guys think about that, if that'd be a cool project or not, in the comment section down below. All right, guys, so we have everything set up now, and I have the tripod there so it can kind of hold some resistance if it vibrates off, and it gives me a little chance to kind of catch it if it does. But I have it jerry rigged up here, and we're ready to go. What I did first, in my test when I had this in the home, I tested the frequency response because the manufacturer said they got down to 22 hertz. So I wanted to see if it could, and it didn't. It didn't get much past 32 or 33 hertz. After that, it really just fell off a cliff. You couldn't hear anything. But I wanted to see if it could do differently with an actual amp that is good. I know how good my CT Sounds amp is, so I wanted to see what the difference would be if I used a different amp than what the manufacturer supplied. And I was actually able to get down to 20 hertz, and it's usable. I can actually hear it, and pretty decent excursion as well through this 15-inch driver. So I think this amplifier has a lot of DSP applied to it that keeps the comb protected, and it actually does not sound good at all. But plugging it up to a different amplifier does do some justice to this subwoofer. So maybe switching that out will be better than switching the speaker out, but it's too late. We're gonna blow it up anyway. So I'm gonna play a song. It's Better by Khaled, or Khalid, however you want to say his name. It's called Better, and we're gonna play this at a pretty moderate volume. The bass is pretty high, but the overall volume is pretty moderate. We're gonna play this right now and take a look and see what it can do. I'm gonna slow down the audio so that I don't get copyright striked, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Alright, so that was a pretty moderate volume. Bass was a little high, and I'm actually impressed. You guys can't hear the bass because I'm not using my stereo microphone. I'm using my Rode microphone that I use for speaking. So this sub actually has a lot more excursion in it than I thought it would, because when we demoed it in the home, it was just terrible. Let's feel how hot it is. Kind of warm, not really, nothing to be concerned about, not bad. I assume this is an 8 ohm speaker, so I'm probably getting more like 1500 watts or so from the amplifier. I don't know what it's rated at 8 ohms, but I'm not getting anywhere near 3200 watts, more like 1500 watts or so. So I'm gonna turn it up just another notch and keep playing the song and see what happens next. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the volume in the car, and let's start. I'm gonna turn this down on my phone and turn the volume up in the vehicle. You guys can see where the bass knob is here. It's not all that high, we're just a little less than halfway. I'm gonna go ahead and get it to a little more than halfway, and turn the volume up on the vehicle, and we're gonna give it a shot here.
All right, let's go ahead and start turning it up. Oh, here we go.
Starting to move. All right, we're starting to get some movement here. I'm gonna let me secure this a little bit better. We'll keep going. All right, I hooked it up. I tied it down with the power cord there, so that shouldn't be going anywhere. Here we go.
We'll go ahead and turn it up a little bit more. Okay, I'm impressed.
I'm starting to smell it for sure. I can smell it for sure. This is probably very hot. Yeah, it's getting pretty warm. I can smell it for sure. We're definitely well above 300 watts RMS. I'm gonna go ahead and change to a different song. I know that it will kill it. I'm gonna turn the volume all the way max, and we're just gonna watch it from there. So have fun.
There it goes. Shouldn't have maxed it out. Oh God. Listen to that. Sounds terrible. It doesn't have very much excursion.
We lost it. It's gone. It didn't survive that song at all, and man, does it smell terrible. Man, does it smell terrible. I'm gonna get it down. Oh gosh, I forgot you guys can't see crap. I'm gonna get it down real quickly and unplug everything, get all out of there, and then we'll take a look on the inside. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this here, but we have a little bit of smoke coming out. I don't know if I can capture it at this angle, but there's a little bit of smoke coming through. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. But anyway, I'm gonna take this down and let's open it up and see what happened to it. All right, let's get this bad boy open and see what happened to it. See if we can see any smoke. See if there's any burnt voice coil. It did get a little warm, I definitely know that for sure. And then we saw a little bit of smoke. We smelled it long before that too. All right, let's see if I can get this out. Probably gonna have to tilt it forward. Let me get these screws out of the way and see if I can't tilt this out of the box. All right, I got it out and a whole bunch of smoke came rolling through. So let me pull this out. And there's a look at it. Let me put it up here and let you guys see it. So there you go. That is the 15-inch sub that Acoustic Audio puts into there. It's a 4 ohm sub actually, wow. So I was probably getting closer to the 2200 watts or so. Or I didn't have it that loud, but you know, I was getting around that 2000 RMS watts mode. That's not too bad, honestly. For rated 300 watts, it actually is more impressive. What's not impressive is the size of this magnet. Now that's terrible. When you're looking at a 15-inch subwoofer, you're expecting a magnet much bigger than this, and this is the downfall of everything. With a small motor, you don't have the excursion, you don't have the ability to play low, loud bass. And that's ultimately what happened when I was using this in my home theater. It just didn't have the ability to go down deep because it doesn't have the motor or the power to do it. And so that's what they put in there. This small little magnet here. But I'm impressed for the test that we did today because it took a lot of abuse, like 4 or 5 times more power than what it's rated for. Let's take a look inside the box. Let me take the camera off the tripod. Here's the box itself. Just cheap PVC pipe down there as your port. And so it wasn't doing much for the sub. There's your amplifier there. And you can see there's a little bit of, I guess you can call this polyfill or something like that, some type of foam material. It's not doing too much. I would like to see it a little bit more inside the box. I would like to see a bigger box in general. That would definitely help with the low bass extension, but this is all that we have with this little thing, and this is $200 for all of this. So very inexpensive sub, and you guys can see why. Let me know down in the comment section below if you're curious of how it will sound if I change out the sub for a better quality 15-inch sub, and then I will leave the amp on for now, or maybe I'll swap the amp and keep the box. Maybe I can put something really nice in here and give it away. I don't think that I mind doing that. So let me know if you want me to do that down below. This was just a fun fun video, guys. I wanted to give this away, but as you guys can see, it's not worth it. Longevity wise, I think you guys would have probably blown it or got something different or would have been unhappy with it, so it wasn't worth the giveaway. But if you want me to refurnish this, get something nicer for it, maybe I'll give that away instead. So leave me that comment down below. Just a fun video, just to have a little bit of fun on the nice day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you enter in subscriber showcase coming up at the end of the month. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the like button while you're over there. We will see you in the next video. K-Pace Guy out. Peace.